there are divisions still waiting, unscathed. If a landing takes place over Iran tomorrow, there will be an army, still intact, waiting for them. Their divisions hide in the valleys of the Zagros, their helicopters sleep in the mountains, and their 150,000 soldiers remain deployed in silence between the deserts and mountain ranges of Iran. And no, we are not talking about the Revolutionary Guard, the flagship organization of Iranian military power. We are referring to the Artesh, which in Persian simply means the army. Iran enjoys a strategic peculiarity that almost no other state possesses. It has two parallel armies. On one hand, we have the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, founded on ideology, created after the '79 revolution. Its fundamental mission is to protect the regime and project its influence throughout the Middle East, commonly known as the Pasdaran. This guard controls the ballistic missiles, the drone program, and, mark this, a large part of the country's economy. However, on the other side of the board, we have the regular army, the Artesh. Heir to the times of the Shah, it is the force that operates the tanks, helicopters, and submarines. It is the bulk of Iran's conventional forces. For decades, the Pasdaran has taken the political glory, the budget, and the sympathy of the supreme Ayatollah, while the second, the regular army, has been relegated to the background. But there is a small detail that changes the board. While the Pasdaran is being pulverized by the air forces of the United States and Israel, the truth is that the Artesh, as of today, is practically unscathed. This, evidently, could represent a strategic error for the West. If the United States wants to win this war, there are objectives it can hardly achieve from the air. Whether to seek control of uranium, to promote regime change, or simply to ensure the opening of the Strait of Hormuz, everything indicates they will have to put boots on the ground. Then, the problem will not only be the Revolutionary Guard, it will be the Artesh, an army organized to resist a conventional invasion. In 1978, many studies placed Iran as the fifth military power on the planet. The Shah had invested his petrodollars in a formidable war machine. From British Chieftain tanks to American M60 Pattons, Cobra helicopters, and even the crown jewel, the F-14 Tomcats, the only time in history they have been exported. So, how do you go from that display of strength to a reduced army that competes with the Revolutionary Guard? The answer is simple: paranoia and loyalties. The fact is that in 1979, Ayatollah Khomeini decided to found the Basij and the Pasdaran, an elite force. And that's how those forces arrived just in time for the Iran-Iraq War. In March '82, Artesh commandos infiltrated by helicopter behind Iraqi lines in the middle of the night. In a few days, they would recover 2,400 kilometers of territory. They led much of the start of the war, and they fought well. However, it is clear that ultimately the Ayatollah never fully trusted them. In the following decades, the Islamic Republic strove to make the Artesh invisible, glorifying the Pasdaran as the true heroes. This marginalization is not only symbolic, it translates into an enormous gap in finance. Take the budget of 2022. The parliament allocated $320 million to the Guard versus $1.2 billion for the Artesh, nearly a third, even though the regular army has triple the personnel. Why? Because the Pasdaran constitutes a parallel state. They control banking, oil, and telecommunications. In contrast, the Artesh does not have that penetration into the economy. This asymmetry also decides who receives the weapons. While advanced drones are the exclusive domain of the Guard, the Artesh survives with equipment that is almost obsolete. But it would be a mistake to underestimate them. They are very nationalistic people, motivated to fight. The Artesh today has 350,000 active soldiers. They have 480 Russian T-72S tanks and 150 American M60 Pattons. Most are museum pieces, but the Iranians are masters of patching, cannibalization, and maintenance. Look at the SAM program, the Mobarez project. They improved the chieftains with night vision and digital systems. But where the Artesh truly stands out is in artillery. With nearly 6,800 pieces, it controls practically the entire park of the Iranian army. And then, the helicopters. At the beginning of 2026, intelligence confirmed the arrival of the Russian Mi-28NE Night Hunter. The strategy is Mosaic Defense. They divided the country into 31 semi-autonomous provincial commands, each with its own reserves of ammunition and fuel. Iran has an ally, geography, a natural fortress of 1.6 million square kilometers. To the west, the Zagros Mountains form a 1,500-kilometer wall. If someone entered through the west, the 92nd Armored Division would be the first major unit to beat. The objective wouldn't be to destroy armor, but to cut logistics, fuel trucks, ammunition depots. In a land war, the traditional Artesh remains irreplaceable. And don't forget what has been said recently. Donald Trump, in a recent talk, joked, calling the world's most strategic point the Strait of Trump. Whether it's Hormuz or Trump's Strait, the Artesh is waiting in the shadows. That has been all from my side. I am Navy Decoded. Subscribe to join the fleet.